I'm just setting this up. Probably get both of these. What's up, everybody? Starting the live hangout. You can ask your questions here. Just getting set up here. Okay. I just sent my newsletter out. Lots of people are getting here quick. And I'm doing a live hangout, and I shall answer all of your questions. I'm ready to go. My mom's on the phone, so I came in my room. This is the bed I sleep in. I'm in my bedroom. I'm here in Porter Ranch, Northridge. We've got the 20 people. It's gonna boost up to probably 100 very shortly. And if you have any questions, let me know. And here I am. As I discussed before, well, to my newsletter list, I have a new lease on life here, which I'm really excited about. I started stretching every day or every other day, depending on, I got to regenerate and then I stretch. For example, the other day I did a lot of stretching and I had a rough time sleeping, so I only got 2 hours sleep. So I didn't stretch the next day because I was just like, I needed to regenerate. So I then slept like 14 hours the next night, and then I was able to stretch again. Anyway, so I'm starting to stretch every single day. I'm doing yoga. And I used to do crazy yoga before. I used to be able to do things that would blow your mind. And now I'm just beginning again, and it feels good. And I just started 2 days, and the first day you gotta be very gentle so you don't pull anything. And then the second time around, after you regenerate fully, you can go. That's when it starts happening. And it's starting to happen for me. Like, I'm gonna be a Superman again. No more woe is me. I have a new lease on life. Super excited. Walking long distances too, every single day, and doing yoga. And in 1 month, my Angela and my girls, my 2 daughters, Araya and Leandra, are coming to the United States. What's up, Lori? We got super lucky. I got an apartment right next door for $2,000 a month, and they're gonna stay there for 6 months. They get here in a month and they're staying here for 6 months. So that's 7 months. I'm gonna get into stretching every single day. And after that, and walking long distances every single day. And then after that, I think I could be in shape to tour again. Not that I couldn't do it now, but I'm just getting myself in such really good shape. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Lori. I shaved today. I let that grow so long. It literally took me, what's up, Madison? An hour and a half with a stupid razor. Next time I'm gonna take like one of those electric ones. I was gonna pass out in the hot shower after an hour and a half. It drove me crazy. And I'm all itchy. Anyway, my mom says I look like a kid again now that I did do the shaving. I could have made my life so much easier if I would have just waited 2 days, bought an electric razor, and then shaved. But no, it didn't happen. Adam Brown is in the house. What's up, brother? Okay, so we're about halfway there. The standard amount is usually 100. We're at about 50. Thanks, Arlene. It might be because I shaved. But no, I'm doing really good. Ecuador was a disaster for me. I couldn't survive out there in terms of health-wise. The altitude was way too high. I lived in a crap hole, sorry. And I was freezing. There was no temperature control. Like, it was torture. Okay. Okay, someone says, 2000, where the heck in Cali are you? Oh, well, my mom, their grandma, I'm surprised. I thought the 2000 was a really good deal. Lives in Porter Ranch, Northridge, in a senior apartment. It's not an old age home, it's a senior apartment. And this is where I'm living right now, in her little apartment. They have laws here, like you're only supposed to have visitors for some amount, but I'm just kind of like undercover. I'm nice to all the people here. Um, you know, I scream at my mom, try to keep that down to a minimum. Anyway, so I'm here in Porter Ranch, Northridge, which is my children's grandmother living with their nanny. We're going to be living just a mile from here. So they get to be with, my mom hasn't seen them in like years. And she gets them for 6 months. And I get them for 6 months too. So I was very lucky to get such an inexpensive place actually out here. So yeah, that's that. I mean, in Ecuador, I could get a place for 300. I get it. Okay. Someone says I look younger. What up, Adam, again? Aren't you made up of that biome? Okay. Wow, you're looking so much better. Way to go. Okay. So does anybody have any questions? Oh, by the way, the Tramina water, I stopped drinking because it has citric acid in it. It's not bad for everybody else, but because of my issue, that can burn or whatever. So I stopped it, and I'm doing good. I like it. Because last week, what I was doing was I was like touting the Tramina water, and I think it's really good. Just for me, I'm not really drinking it right now. So what I'm doing right now is mainly water and almond milk. Thanks, Adam. This is like my oldest friend from literally before kindergarten. Anyway, he says, happy for you, homie. Keep up the healing. Boom, boom. Oh, I heard of that place in SoCal where there was a gas leak. I don't know. I attract natural disasters. I don't know why. I come here, the earthquakes happen. I leave, there are no earthquakes. I come back and there's more earthquakes. I get here, and remember the crazy San Fernando Valley fires? Joliet was like one of the main streets that had the fires. That was my mom's cross street. Like, I could walk right outside and look at the fires. We had to evacuate. We were in that danger zone. It's like wherever I go, the disasters start happening. I don't think people even want me here in the United States. I was in the, and I go to Ecuador, there's earthquakes all of a sudden. Anyway. Okay, so I just got on, someone wrote. So Angela will be coming with the kids, yes, in a month. So all are going to live together in a new place. All 3 of them are going to live in a new place, which is literally a mile, 1.1 miles from me here. And 6 months from now, will you be back in Ecuador? Hell no. I can't survive in that place. So what I'm going to do is stay here for those 6 months. So I'm going to be with my children 6 months of the year. Thanks, Karen. I am feeling much better. Okay. Have you heard of Dr. Kassar? Yeah. Who was a raw vegan for 15 years, and he suffered, as you did, of bleeding from your butt. All right. Thanks for being so blunt about it. And is currently healing his gut as well, eating animal products, and is helping him. That's cool. I'm eating animal products. I don't know why he had the issue. Okay. Hi, Matt. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Glenda. Hi, can I ask where did all the animals in Ecuador go? I love seeing the horses and cats and dogs. That was an ugly situation. We had a happy family, all of our animals, and then someone came to me in the name of my faith, and my eyes were closed, just kind of like the Book of Job and whatever. and I fucked up my life. I thought I was doing the right thing, but the thing that it's interesting, this person who came in this name, anyway, whenever I would open, okay, so I'm a Jewish person, all right, and the way I look at things is, the Torah is the Old Testament, and then the New Testament is just a continuation. All it is continued. It's like one long book. Anyway, so I just believe in the continuation, and a lot of people in my religion don't. Anyway, so I kept opening the New Testament. Like I would just like open the book, and every single day, like I was taught that like you open the single book, that's like kind of like what you want to see. So I would just do like one like a couple pages, like from one little chapter, I would read, and sometimes you get messages. It's almost like you just open the book randomly, and maybe you're being given a message. And what was happening to me was every single day, I opened to the same page. I don't know why. I would try not to do it, and it would just open to the same page. And the New Testament, the continuation, has it 4 times. So, it could be one or the other. Anyway, this person was telling me that I was part of like the revelations, like the end of all time and stuff like that, and which could be happening very soon. Just, I get it. I'm a fool. My eyes were closed. And what happened was I would keep opening to this one thing, and what it talked about was the end of time every single time. Here are the signs of what will happen before the end of time. And I just kept getting it every single day. But at the beginning of that passage, it states, many will come in my name, make sure to look the other way. Every day I got that. And that's what I was being told, but I didn't see it. And I believed so hardcore in a human who said he was coming from the kingdom of God and, helping me with shit. And he probably did help me on some level, but betrayed me and took everything I had. Kind of dips in one area and then another. I don't know what's going on there. It's not my destiny, at least. Anyway, so that's that. I screwed up by deception, and I was told every single day to look the other way. Anyway, and I messed up my entire life because of it. I was told there are certain times when it's okay to screw up your life and divorce your wife. Anyway, it's my fault, but like, so does anybody have any more questions? Okay, so someone want to know, going back to all the beginning of this, people want to know where the animals went. So we gave the horses away because we created a retreat center, and I was being told you got to like get rid of these animals. It's so funny that you're emotionally attached to them. The ostrich died. I don't know why. They're very, if they swallow anything wrong, I mean, he was with us for a while, but unfortunately that happened. And with Angela, when animals die, she does everything in her power to keep them alive, like insane. with horses, one of the horses died while we had them all and stuff like that. Okay, so how was my birthday? It was really good. I was with family. We went to dinner and had a really good time. We were there for a few hours just talking away. So you said the girls are no longer raw vegan. Do they eat meat now? I don't even think Leandra, the little one, was ever raw vegan. And Araya was only for a short period of time. I'm not really good on years. Angela would know in an instant. Do they eat meat now? wouldn't eat a burger like I would, but they like fish. I don't know if they would do anything like chicken. Yeah, I think maybe like some chicken, but they like fish. They're pretty much fish. I've never seen them do red meat. Okay, you're bum. Glad you are feeling better. Okay, so much blessings and shalom. Thank you. Okay. Betrayal of someone you trust is one of the worst hurts a person can suffer emotionally. That's what I went through. Okay. I'm so sorry. We've all been deceived one time or another. I'm happy. There was also a lot of abusive stuff going on me from this person. Like I was being abused mentally and emotionally. Like I just allowed this nonsense for years. I was abused. And when I realized, when my eyes were finally opened and I saw everything clearly for the first time in years, I was never so happy in my life. The freedom was just spectacular. Like never again do I have to deal with this thing. That was like one of the best moments of my life. And then my eyes are open and my whole life around me is all screwed up to like crap. I lost my wife. I can't even live where they live without practically dying. I need to be with my kids. I give them everything I have just so she'll come down for 6 months. And here I am. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have them for 6 months. I'm lucky to find this place that was $2,000 right next door to their grandma, my mom. It's like nothing for this area. Okay. Am I still getting problems with those gray hairs? Are all gone? I don't know. I think those are gray, right? I only have it right there. I think. I don't know. I can't tell right now. I have to be in. I'm looking through the camera. Yeah, like just one little one here and there. I'm 45, right? Mm. But yeah, no dyes or artificial hair coloring. I appreciate your opening up and chatting, Matt. Of course, always. You look 10 years younger. You don't have the forehead lines hardly. You look really healthy. I don't know. There's the forehead lines, everybody. Might be just the lighting. The reason why I have these forehead, when I first started my company and I was trying to like get it going and thinking, I went at night, all I could do was like think. And I would just sit there in bed going like this, thinking about the business. How can I succeed? How can I make this work? Da, 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 da. And I would just sit there and it's like the wrinkles of a businessman, I guess you could say. So just thinking all night long to figure out how to succeed, especially in the beginning stages. I'd been through it, used and didn't know it, abused, etc. Ugly, so ugly. I'm still at the place where I ran into you at the gym, and you look. I knew you in college. Are you talking about when I had long hair and all of a sudden I became really skinny and a raw food eater? But Jason, this is Jason Owen. He was in my fraternity. I'll tell you the story. He was into knives, and outside on the grass, there was a wood board that everybody was throwing the knife at, trying to get stick in the board. They all sucked. It was bouncing off. If someone finally got it, it was like at the very top corner. And here I am, the cocky big man on campus in, CSUN University. I walk up and I'm like, give me that knife. And I noticed everybody was throwing it by the handle. So I turned it around, took the point in my hand, and went, and it went boom right in the middle. I was like, just turned around and walked away. Like, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, I didn't say what I was about to say. Okay. Does Angela believe in your biblical Torah beliefs? That's one of the situations, I guess. No. She believes in the story of it all. They're all stories, but who knows what, but that's one of the issues between us. Would you recommend that for some people, a raw vegan food fast can be useful for some, but not all? My dad used to say everything in moderation. He lived to almost 104. Sounds like a smart man. Yeah, if you want to do raw vegan for a cleanse for a little bit, if you want to. I don't know. Like the whole diet thing now is just like, for me, just enjoy life. Like eat what you can. I can't on my birthday, like they ordered chocolate cake and I had some, and this is like standard chocolate cake with refined sugar, and I got such a headache. There's no way I would do it again. Like I just can't do it. It hurts too much. But because I guess it's because I did this raw food thing for so many years that I became more sensitive. So like going beyond the whole foods diet for me is quite difficult. But if you can do it, I wish I could eat stuff that I can't eat right now. I wish that I could eat freaking bread. I would take a croissant, make a sandwich, and eat it. That would be great. But I'm inhibited because bread hurts when it comes out. That's the only reason I don't do bread. And the only reason I don't do cake and refined sugar in high quantities is because it's going to give me the worst headache, and it's not worth it. It's not fun for me. Even Tylenol doesn't work when it's one of those kinds of headaches. But I do have to say, weaning off of prednisone and the headaches I would get would hurt so badly. And I'm the natural guy. I wouldn't do things in Tylenol in the past. And the first time I tried to wean off of prednisone back in the day, I would be freezing in Ecuador. Can't believe I tortured myself out there. I couldn't sleep due to this headache. It's 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I'm not gonna be able to sleep with this headache. It's like, seriously, you're sitting there. So I would run to the bathroom, start the bathtub, and then I would go sweat in there for an hour and a half to get the detox out from this. And then the headache would be gone. I could finally sleep. Here, when I'm weaning off of prednisone, I just take 2 Tylenol. That's right. That is like the ultimate superfood. If I could sell that on my website, I would do a promotion on it tomorrow. Tylenol is a miracle superfood. It takes the pain away. It takes the pain away. The headaches just go poof, gone. Yes, I take Tylenol. I, Matt Monarch, take Tylenol. I only do it when I'm weaning off pharmaceutical drugs because when you wean off it, it's hardcore. I'm telling you, the headaches are ridiculous. Okay, so here we go. Oh man, there's lots of new comments. I missed them. Okay. I mentioned I have the same condition as you. I started to eat canned sardines, mackerel, herring, and clams. The iron, B12, selenium D are doing me well. Maybe it will work for you too. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty good. I'm not like in this woe is me state. It hurts when I go to the bathroom. I mean, it's annoying to have to, like, if I don't, anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. I have a new lease on life. I'm doing yoga. I'm walking long distances. I might tour in 7 months. Like, my biggest issue is like when I have to go to the bathroom, it's very uncomfortable until I actually do it. And so I feel the need to like try to have least amount of space in between those times. Philosopher's brow. Are you mentally ill? Probably. Okay. I just got out of a narcissistic abusive relationship. So I understand some of how you feel. They are so manipulative. You're strong. You got this. 45. Damn, I'm 46. You look amazing. Thank you, Kristen. The Raw Food World theme song was so good. My wife and I always loved singing it to each other sometimes, and it brought us much joy. I would love to hear the song about where you are at now. And it would be great if you threw in a line about how you can eat a hamburger now. All right. I'm not really a singer. All right, we'll see, maybe. So did Angela see that the person was abusing you before you did, or did Angela get sucked into it too? Now, she was smart. She went the other direction. That was like one of the reasons why it ended. Because she saw clearly and my eyes were closed. People love the song. Can you like eat almond flour bread? Probably, I mean, it's not something I do. So someone just asked, what drugs are you on now? Well, I had weaned off of prednisone completely. And then I went back to Ecuador where I got screwed up again. And I went to the hospital and they gave me so much prednisone in a drip that the only reason I had to go on it again when I left was because I had to wean off of what they did to me in the hospital. So what I'm right now, I'm still weaning off of me what they did in the Ecuadorian hospital. And I came back to the States shortly after that. And here I am now. Oh, so what drugs am I on besides? So I should be off of prednisone in a week because I've been doing the weaning off. That's good. You're supposed to wean off really slowly, so I might like break it in half and break it in half again and do another week after that. And I'm on mesalamine, which I've been told to wean off also, which is going to happen later. Not in a rush for that. And then there's one more, miracapurtine. That's the one I'm supposed to stay on forever. One twice a day. You guys, I was literally taking like, how many pills? When I first got back here, before I started weaning off all the stuff, I was taking 20 to 30 pills a day. That's what she wanted me on, the doctor. And then I weaned off of it. It's almost like I'm telling you guys a secret. And then what happened was, you know, she told me, I got better and she told me to wean off of like almost all of it. So it's pretty cool. Like I'm almost off the prednisone. Mesalamine is next. I'll do it very slowly. And then there's one I might stay on just for the placebo effect. Twice a day. No, twice a day, one pill. That's all I'll be taking. Okay. Okay, so L-ornithine and white willow bark works for headaches for me. And then she said Tylenol hurt my liver though. I don't like overdose on Tylenol. You know, just when the headaches are there, I take it. To look into this L-ornithine and white willow bark when I have extra strength rapid release Tylenol right in front of me, it's not gonna happen. But anyway, you said it hurt your liver. I mean, I probably take 2 pills 3 times a week. It's not that big of a deal. I'm on the final stages of weaning off, so maybe a little bit more. Sometimes it's best to keep your own counsel, like not tell everybody that I do Tylenol. Anyways, in retrospect, whenever I've asked friends for their advice in big decisions life, it was always wrong for me. A lot of the parental advice was spot on though. Cool. You can make bread with almost everything. You know, one thing that I got, you know, I'm a Jewish person. And, you know, I used to eat matzah a lot when I was younger and just put butter on that and it tasted really good. I found an oat matzah, which is just oat and water, and I'm going to try it because the other one's made out of like wheat. It would just hurt coming out. So I'm going to try this other one. It was expensive because mainly because of the shipping cost, but I just got one box and then it becomes much cheaper in the future because you could order a bunch at one time and shipping's the same. Anyway, do you eat kosher according to Torah or not really? No, not really. I mean, I don't eat like, because of it, I don't eat like shellfish. I don't eat the things that, or pig. I don't eat those two things because that's, you know, so I just don't eat the things. It's only a little small list. It's like just those two things mainly. I just don't eat those things that they say in the Torah not to eat. Just like two things, shellfish and pig. Like I won't eat bacon. I had imitation crab. I won't do it again because I've learned that sometimes there's real crab, little bits of the real crab in there, but whatever. Yeah, so I just don't eat those things. I honestly, like, one of the main reasons is like, I don't think it's good for the health. Like it was said, don't eat those things. And if I like, it would seem that lobster and crab would not hurt coming out, right? But for some reason, when I ate it, I bled like crazy. So I learned the lesson not to eat it. But anyway, I'm pretty much better again now, everybody, in terms of the blood aspect. Okay. Hello, trees. I had colitis. That's what they gave me the prednisone for. And, you know, so the colitis, I was bleeding and they want to stop the blood, so a steroid. What makes me the sickest in Ecuador? No temperature control in the house, the high altitude, the food sucks compared to here, in my opinion. They don't even put milk in the refrigerator. You could keep it out because of how ultra pasteurized it is. So you're either getting ultra pasteurized milk that doesn't need to be refrigerated, which wasn't good for me, or raw milk without any pasteurization, which could have bacteria and stuff like that, which is not really something that I personally should be doing because of the issue I had. Hoping for continued healing and well-being for you. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for sharing your journey. I'm curious, is there a reconciliation going on with you and Angela? It doesn't look like it. I attempted, I failed. Not her fault. I did bad things, really bad things. Can't blame it on anybody else, you know, even though my eyes were closed and I woke up to this mess in my life. We have different beliefs, which is probably one of our biggest issues. Okay. The diagnosis is still colitis, or you got other things also? It's always been colitis. That's a lot of pills. What happened? How did you get so sick? Colitis, bleeding out of my rear end. I had to get a blood transfusion because when I was in Ecuador, the high altitude, and I couldn't walk more than 10 feet for some reason. Like I got really bad when I had colitis. Had to get off the raw food diet. It wasn't working for me. Had to stop the enemas. I did that a while ago. But this is Patty who makes the SN bread. Could you find some sprouted bread and eat it? Just grains in general are not good for me. Like and I don't really like to have like a nasty grain bread. Like it's just not. I mean, sorry, I know you make it. I want a croissant, a bagel, an English muffin. Like I want crap bread. But these like hard grains probably wouldn't be good for me either. And like, what's the point? You're just like, anyway, sorry. There's a couple of brands of gluten-free matzah that are really good. I know, but they're potato. And the potato is an issue too. That's why I'm excited about the oat one. I go by a dietary law in Lev and do it as well. Cool. Colitis fragrance is a medicinal plant. You can eat one leaf for a headache or any other pain and would be gone in seconds. Too bad I don't have the Tylenol to promote here right now. I don't have it on my website, but foods for life. Ezekiel sprouted bread is good. It's flourless. What's up, Jillian Love? Well, I don't think sprouted. Just okay. Okay. Someone says, "Do you hear? Oh my God, turkey bacon is fantastic." I mean, I'm sure it's full of bad stuff like preservatives, so not often, but once in a while with eggs, it's really yum. Okay. I didn't like bacon in the first place. Why would I want to duplicate something that tastes like? Do you still own your own land and compound in Ecuador? We're going to get it back, is what the law seems to. It could take 1 to 10 years. But we're suing to get it back. There was no transfer of money. So the law is he has to prove that there was transfer of money, but this can be a very long time. What's up, Elise? I don't understand if Angela was on a similar diet with you. How come she didn't get sick? You think diet is the cause of sickness? Do you think it was added stress from the abuse? Of course, like people get sick on all diets. It has nothing to do with the diet. Just so every person who was eating what I was eating should get sick because they ate what I ate. They didn't do enemas every day like I did. And by the way, someone said in my last Hangout, pissed me off. They said, because of you, I ran into the same issues with enemas. Okay. I have never even told one person on a video that I did enemas every single day. And I would never, ever recommend it to anybody. I've never recommended it in a video. I actually had a breakdown. I said, the more clean you are, the more often you should probably do them. And people would ask me, well, how often do you think, Matt? Since I was the expert on sticking this thing up your rear end and cleaning it out. I would say, if you're on a raw food diet, once a month. If I did it once a month, I would be in such a good shape right now. If you're on a whole foods diet, maybe a few times a year. And if you're on a standard American diet, once a year. So that was my recommendation always. And they had the audacity to lie and state on my Hangout that because of me and my advice of doing enemas every day, which I've never given, that their health is messed up also. And I was like, I have never, ever given anybody that advice. All my videos are live. Prove it. Shoot. Accuse me of something that is impossible. Anyway. That pissed me off. It was like what is that? Like what? Because I'm coming out now and saying I did enemas every single day and have screwed myself up, obviously that's not a recommendation. All of a sudden, because I do that, I screwed up their life for something I never mentioned before until now. Anyway, okay, I'm done. Let's move on. Okay, here we go. Why did I go raw vegan in the first place? I read this book by Dr. Norman Walker, and he told me about he mentioned all the people that healed and from all sorts of diseases and like how healthy people were afterwards. And so I just did it. And I would do colonics alongside it. And like all this mucus that I would experience in the past was just gone. I was high as hell from it. And then I was like, this is it. Like I just read that book and I thought that was it. And then I screwed myself up. Not because of the diet, but of my bad habits. Why did I cut my hair? It was a dreaded, ugly mess. Like it was just like dirty and like I just cut that crap off. Great to see you, Ashima. I watch you on Facebook and your little baby. Love it. I'm addicted to Siete brand almond flour tortillas. I'll look that up. Interesting. There was a time when I was making all these in Ecuador. I was trying to like get active, and I was making all these like almond flour, coconut flour recipes, and the almond flour and coconut flour didn't do good for me. But I think things have changed, since then. So maybe I'll try those. I'll check it out. So it sounds like you have a gluten sensitivity. No, no. I have colitis and gluten, not gluten. Bread hurts when it comes out. Is that Tiffany? Thank you for your kind words, Tiffany. You know the people that screwed me over. Shit. Okay. Did I get the apartment? Yes. 1.1 miles next door for $2,000 a month out here in Porter Ranch, Northridge. That's an incredible deal. I got the apartment. I got a 6-month lease. Angela's coming out here with the girls 6 months of the year. So I don't know what I'm going to do after that. Like, do I get rid of the place and then just dump all the furniture and then do it again in 6 months? Or do I keep it for the whole year? See how we do, I guess, up at that point. People just want to place blame. Don't be pissed off. Keep educating by your experiences. Bless you for being so real. Thank you. They're pretty soft, those tortillas are saying. Okay. Dr. Kursar said it was high oxalate diet and green juices and too much detox that led to his issues. Mentioned him because he is going through a very similar journey. I don't know what his issue is. Maybe he did enemas crazy too. Anne Wigmore was the enema woman, and I don't know. So what do I eat now? Pretty much a whole foods diet, which includes meat. I just had a burger on a lettuce bun with mayonnaise at TGIF Fridays with my mom. And yeah, I can't do bread. I wish I could just keep that sucker in the bun. Replace the fries because I don't do potato well either with a stinky little salad. Oh, and I had mozzarella cheese sticks with it. I only ate half the burger because I ate so many mozzarella cheese sticks. I think it's because you don't, okay. I don't know why you're cracking me up so much right now. This is Elise from a retreat. She went from like 300 and something pounds, lost all this weight on a retreat, and is like my weight now and has kept it off. And she's just crazy. She just runs around her basement in circles to get exercise. Anyway, I think it's because you don't seem to give any F what anyone thinks of you anymore. That's cool. It's kind of awesome. I make oat waffles and use it as bread in sandwiches. Yeah, but what other ingredients are in there? Let me know. If it's egg and just oats, that'd be cool. Maybe you could send me some. Hey, haven't seen you in years. Just trying to catch up. I'm hearing that you are really ill and glad you are feeling better. Thank you, Kathy. That's just true. I read all the Norman Walker books years ago. Many of the recipes have Swiss cheese, cream, egg yolks, etc. He was not vegan. Yeah, that's true. I can't do vegetable juices anymore. But I felt the energy and it was great, but the gas is just like, I can't do it with colitis I have. Siete is awesome. They have cassava ones and almond flour ones too. I got to remember this. Makes tortilla chips gluten-free and corn-free too. TGIF is no whole foods. Eat grass-fed finished red meat only. Same for chicken and eggs. Look, I wish I could go beyond TGIF. I wish I could eat it on the bun and have fries instead of the salad. I wish I could do that, but I can't. And they're saying eat grass-fed finished red meat only. Yeah, you're going to cook that for me? TGIF cooks it for me. Same for chicken and eggs. Do I still talk to Paul Neeson? I haven't talked to him in a while, but we're good. We're really good. I was just thinking about him the other day because I want to start touring again, possibly in 7 months, because I'm getting in shape. I'm doing yoga every day. I've got a new lease on life. I'm doing yoga every single day. I'm walking long distances. So maybe in 6 months I'll tour. So I was just kind of curious, like the prime spots. So I was thinking of contacting him. I was thinking of because he's like super into the whole church thing. I was gonna maybe like speak to churches to have fun, tell them my story about the Job aspect from Torah, but my life. I don't know. I just thought it might be interesting to do some touring like that. I just got some for our nachos, special treat for me. A live chat with Paul Neeson would be cool. Yeah, maybe. Can you do that? Like live hangout, you mean, or just like me do an interview with him? Like, or what? You look great. How old are you now? 45. It's because I shaved. My mom says I look like 3 years old now that I shaved. I shaved just like 5 minutes ago. It literally took me 2 hours. I was going to pass out in the hot shower. It was almost annoying things ever. Next time I'm just going to pay the $20 and buy like an electric thing to do first, and then I could shave in 2 minutes. It's torture. Paul is vegan though, but I do listen to him on Shabbat. That's cool that he's vegan. I don't know how he does it. He's just another raw food eater. He's been doing this a very long time. He went off it for a little bit. I don't know what he's doing. He had colitis too, Crohn's actually. And he's like known for healing it on the raw food diet. I'm glad that you're connecting to your religion. It's very important. Glad you're not on the mend. Glad you are on the mend. Thank you, Alicia. All right. That was about an hour. All the questions have ended. Here I am in Porter Ranch, Northridge, California, loving it at my mom's house. Someone writes, just an informal live chat or hang out with Paul talking about your similar health issues and other stuff would be interesting. Yeah. You had said something previously on an older post about the B patches not working as you believe. Maybe it added to your sickness because of lack of B12. I didn't say it added to my sickness. I'm just saying that if my issue from not being able to walk was a lack of B12, especially due to my diet, the B12 patches weren't working. And as soon as I started taking the B12 probiotics that we have, I noticed a big like Have you heard of or you know about David Klein? Yeah. He peeled himself from this on a raw food diet too. Doesn't work for me. Have you heard of the Bulletproof Headstrong program? What do you think about it? Haven't heard of that. Good luck. Lots of people wish you well. You are braver than most of us. We wouldn't want to be grilled. Thank you. Love your honesty, Matt. You are real. Thank you, Hannah. She came to a retreat. Just checking. Okay. Looks like the questions are gone. I feel like I should go 5 more minutes to make it an hour, but there's no more questions. All right. This was fun. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. And I'll catch you later.